Cracking the code. No commas in restrictive relative clauses. Hello, English learners. Welcome back to our series on relative clauses. In this video, we're going to focus on a vital aspect of relative clauses: no commas in restrictive relative clauses. This might seem like a tricky subject, but don't worry, we will guide you through it. By the end of this video, you'll understand why we don't use commas with restrictive relative clauses, and you'll be able to use them correctly in your own sentences. First, let's quickly revisit what a restrictive relative clause is. A restrictive relative clause is a part of a sentence that gives essential information about the noun that it modifies. It's called restrictive because it restricts, or defines, the noun. In other words, without this clause, the meaning of the sentence would change significantly. For example, in the sentence, "People who speak English live all over the world," the clause, "who speak English," is restrictive because it's essential to understanding which people the sentence refers to. So why don't we use commas with restrictive relative clauses? Well, remember that restrictive relative clauses are essential to the meaning of the sentence. Commas are often used to separate non-essential or additional information, but in the case of restrictive relative clauses, we do not use commas because they're integral to the meaning. Adding commas could confuse the reader and distort the intended message. Let's look at a couple of examples. 1. The books that have green covers are on the top shelf. Here, "that have green covers" is a restrictive relative clause. It's essential to know which books we're talking about. If we used commas, it would seem like an extra detail rather than a crucial part of the identification. 2. People who can't swim should wear life jackets. Again, "who can't swim" is a restrictive relative clause. The sentence isn't about all people, just those who can't swim. Using commas would change the meaning. That's it for today's lesson on no commas in restrictive relative clauses. Remember, the key point to take away is that restrictive relative clauses provide essential information and therefore are not separated by commas. Thanks for watching and keep practicing your English grammar. You're doing a great job, and every little bit of learning brings you one step closer to fluency. Happy learning!